What's up, Wikimaniacs? Welcome to another, not a Monday Reddit reading. So used to that. Welcome to Friday. Am I the asshole? Reddit on Wiki starts now. Thought I'd be better at that by 2026.
Rusty, baby.
Yeah. We've been off for 2 weeks.
Almost 3, right?
Yeah.
It feels longer. I was going to say, it feels like almost like a month. Like looking for stories, I felt rusty just reading these again. So,
Like, what is Reddit? It's been so long since
I haven't been on this site in a while, actually. But if this is your first episode, apologies. It's your boy Sean hosting today's Am I the Asshole Friday with 2 J's. Say hello, John and Josh.
What's going on? I'm not sick anymore.
Hell yeah.
But everyone was giving Josh shit for being sick.
Yeah, they're like, just go to the hospital. And I was like, no, you don't understand. We recorded so many episodes in a 2-week period, and those were the ones you guys heard all of December and into January.
I mean, it didn't help on the episode that you took a break off that John and I were like, yeah, rest in peace, Josh. He is out. He is out for the count, brother.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, we recorded one episode that week, and he was on the other one, like the other recording schedule.
People are commenting, go to the hospital, Josh. And I'm like, I've been healthy for 2 weeks now. This is crazy. So I'm good.
Josh and Sienna are good. The household is cleansed.
Yeah.
John and Juliet,
not so much.
We're fucked. Although I don't sound as bad as Josh was, and I'm not as bad as Juliet currently right now. But also, happy birthday, dear, when this episode is about to come out.
Happy birthday, chef.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you're about to taste the cooking next week, my guy.
I know. I'm excited.
Oh,
our little slumber party.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Before we get started, guys, anything to say to the Wikimaniacs?
Oh, yeah. Reddit on wikishop.com. Reddit on wikishop.com. Brand new design by Ryan Estrada.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Ryan Estrada. I don't know how to read. That's Reddit on wikishop.com. Also, we do have the foundation that we're going to be donating to this month of January. This was voted by Wikimaniacs. This was posted by Kayla on our Patreon for that poll. It is for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Established in 1987, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention is a voluntary health organization that gives those affected by suicide a nationwide community empowered by research, education, and advocacy to take action against this leading cause of death. So half of the profits of this month's merch will go towards American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.
That's awesome. Good pick, Patreon.
Oh yeah, Patreon. Also, if you haven't seen the merch, a lot of Kevin on that merch. So make sure you check that out and buy it out. And if you get the sticker set, you get, I think it might be, I don't know if it's separate or not, now that I'm thinking about it, but it's either 5 separate Kevin stickers or just one long line of Kevin.
You could just cut it.
You could just cut it.
And then it would be
5 stickers.
5 stickers. So there's always that. But I was going to say, speaking of Patreon, if you want, you can sign up for our Patreon, patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network. You get day early episodes as well as ad free, and you get bonus content every episode. At the end of the episode, we do like usually an extra story or two. So stay tuned for that if you're on the Patreon side.
Oh yeah.
And if you're joining the Patreon and you're thinking, wow, there's so many tiers, I have so many options. You don't. $15 and fucking get the fuck out. It's 2026. Stop fucking pussyfooting around. Support if you want to support. If you don't, get the fuck out. I'm telling you right now. $15 or fucking bust. Everybody that's below that, I'm going to need you to fucking upgrade the membership. You had your sale opportunity in December. You wasted that. So now you got to pay full price. And I don't want to hear any goddamn excuses or any other fucking reasons why you can't do it. It doesn't matter. We've gotten used to the economy by now. It's been a year of Trump. We've learned how to live with it. Now it's time to buy in.
Wow. I forgot this was evil.
It's never Sean's fault 2026.
Yeah.
I'm never wrong.
I forgot that was a bit until he was midway through his rant there.
To be honest, I forgot it was a bit until you told me. I was dead ass serious, Josh. You think this is a fucking joke? Fucking $15 tier. Get the fuck out of here.
His favorite wrestler retires and this shit happens to him. It's crazy.
My John Cena retired. And I'm not talking about John Cena.
The Rock.
But anyways. No, The Rock is still Is he active still?
I know
Does he
3
wrestle?
wrestlers, guys. Come on.
Oh, you did 2 of their promos on the Brownies.
Oh,
You sure did.
I don't know.
But
Who
you don't
they
know
were.
either of those guys, I don't think. All right, let's get to the stories. No one cares about Evil Sean or wrestling. This first one is coming from r/Am I the Asshole, cross-posted by Hop Midscore into Midscore It. Oh, yeah. It's titled, Am I the Asshole for Making My Son Cry?
Probably.
In an assholey way, or some tears of joy type shit. So
Because John actively tries to make kids cry. And I do think he is the asshole for that.
fuck them kids.
God damn.
Again, last episode we have I would snitch so hard. That ain't real, bitch.
Yeah, that was what I was referencing.
Okay.
That ain't real.
I'm
I'm going asshole because it's Reddit.
I mean, they're all Reddit, but I'm gonna go asshole as well.
I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
Dead. I'm fucking dead.
The history of the shit that's been posted on our subreddit is usually fucking depressing, and ain't shit gonna change in 2026.
He
Josh.
meant our subreddit specifically. He meant our
Sorry,
subreddit specifically.
sorry, John. I'm coming at you hard right off the bat. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Please come at me hard, Josh. That's how I
God.
like it.
Come on him hard, Josh.
No,
you heard the
please.
man.
Make full eye contact while you're doing it, please.
I won't. I'm a selfish lover.
Wow. 2026. We don't care anymore.
Just to John, though. Just
Oh,
He's just
man.
playing hard to get.
yeah.
Oh, I'm hosting.
Yeah.
You
I was about to take a deep swig of water. All right. OP writes, I, 47 male, have a son, 14 male, from a previous marriage to my late wife. Starting off sad right off the bat. And it
Yep.
doesn't get better, folks. She passed 2 years ago. And for my son, the wound is still very fresh.
Understandable.
Understandable. Yeah.
Understandable that it's just for your son, not for you. Moving on.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it should be still fresh for you probably, but
Yeah, 2 years is not that long, but everyone grieves different, I guess.
well, and I will say as a 14-year-old, that might hit you harder than an adult who, has time to work through the emotions and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
yeah.
Or hopefully has better skills to cope said emotions.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
yes.
Mhm.
My son and her were very close as they look exactly alike and had a lot of the same interest in reading, history, and art. Their favorite place in the world was the British Museum in London. Their passion project had been redrawing pieces from the museum for the last 2 years before. For the last 4 years, for my wife's birthday in June and my son's birthday in December, we would go to England for a week so they could spend time in the museum. However, since she passed, my son and I continued going for his birthday. The problem is with my new wife, 39 female. She's only been with us on this annual trip once last year, and she complained the entire time. Now, however, we recently found out we are expecting a child together in May. She raised it to my attention that the money I've used for this trip could be better used to be saved for the baby, and we could instead do something else for my son's birthday. I thought about it, and I agreed with her. I was worried how my son would take it, as this is the only thing he wants for his birthday. He doesn't ask for gifts or cake or a party. All he cares about is this goddamn museum.
Did he say goddamn?
He said goddamn, didn't add that one.
Jesus Christ. Holy shit. That's great. Like, I don't know how far they live from England. You know what I mean? If they're in Europe, flights are fairly cheap. I imagine staying is maybe a bit more expensive, but if that's literally all he asks for, I think that's pretty reasonable.
Also, the sentimental thing attached to it. Also,
Yeah.
the tradition with your ex-wife who you should be grieving still. I
Also,
mean,
you're making this decision without talking to him either.
yeah.
Mhm. Or at least not giving them the option is like, hey, this is what's happening. Like I'm expecting a kid, might need a little bit financial flexibility, but still, bro, like this is wild.
Yeah.
We broke the news to my son yesterday and he flipped out. He was so upset, and when my wife tried to tell him why we were saving the money and where the money was going to, he said he didn't give a damn, and we got into an argument about it. He said he was upset because if he didn't go this year, he'd miss the new exhibit that he had been wanting to see. And he accused my wife of doing this on purpose because she already doesn't like me, he says. I admit, I yelled at him and he started crying. And for the last 24 hours, he hasn't spoken to me. So, am I the asshole?
Yeah. Holy fuck. Like, it sounds like she just doesn't want to go. And that's the real reason that she doesn't want this, trip to go ahead with. Just don't go. You don't have to go with them. They're probably going for, a weekend, 4 days max, probably, to go see this museum. Also, your kid's interested in a museum. I can't imagine a better extracurricular activity for like my own child to be interested in. And why would you, try and extinguish that? Just crazy. Like so many reasons you're the asshole, and then just yelling at him instead of, talking to him about, if it's truly financial struggles, then that's a conversation you have one-on-one with him and try and make some sort of agreement that you're both happy with, instead of being like her telling him why they're doing it, or like why you're doing it. Instead of that should be a you and him one-on-one conversation to find a compromise.
Yeah, and the fact that he didn't even completely back up his kid is like, hey, can't you just or to the wife, like, can't you just understand that this kid is still grieving? It's the one last piece that they're holding on to that's like, remembering their late mother. He's 14. Like, of course, like, angst and the trauma of like losing a parent is still pretty fresh for someone who probably doesn't know how to regulate their emotion as well as an adult does. Yeah. And this is like one thing that they had in common, like this is one thing that they shared together. Like, let the fucking memory live on. Kind of like what Josh is saying. If this is a financial strain, that should be a one-on-one conversation with the kid and explain to them like, hey, this is what's happening. This is how things are. If the kid gets upset, it's still understandably so. Like that's a possibility, but at least you stood up for your kid that very first time, but you just fucking caved and you didn't even give a damn about your kid's feelings. So yeah, you're a complete asshole, my guy.
Yeah. And this is besides the point. And don't attack me in the comments because I just have questions, but you said it's been 2 years, right? And he's now remarried.
Yeah.
Not a lot of time in between those two things. So have you truly gotten over it either? That's another question I have for you.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So
it's been 2 years. And last year she went on the trip and they were already married.
Right.
Last year.
Yeah. I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions about that.
Yeah.
How quickly he moved on. Not saying that, I don't know, everyone grieves differently. But that seems like a quick...
A little too fast?
Yeah, like you're presumably with this person for 13 or 12 years, I guess, because you have a son that's like would have been 12 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty quick to get over
around.
And again, I don't know the details, but it's suspect. I'll say that much.
Well, I do have an update for y'all.
Okay.
Ooh. This was, so that first post was a year ago, and this one is recent. OP writes, so about a year ago, I, 48 male, made a post online about the issue I was having with my son, 15 male, and my new wife, 40 female. I've gotten many messages and comments asking what happened, so I decided to make an update. So the big thing first, did I take my son on his birthday trip? No, but let me explain. So after my son and I got into a fight, he went and complained to his uncle, my late wife's older brother, 47 male, and his husband, 47 male. I'll go ahead and say that since my late wife got sick, and even after she died, her brother and I never got along. He, his husband, and most of her family like to judge me for how quickly I remarried.
Okay. I think I'm with them.
And it sounds like before she died.
Oh.
Because he said, I'll go ahead and say that since my wife got sick, and even after she died, her family didn't like him.
Right. So
he was probably stepping out while she was sick.
That's what it's sounding like.
So I was right to question it, it sounds like.
However, my son has kept a good relationship with them, and once he told them about what happened, they called and offered to take him themselves. I was all for it, but my wife was not. She thought, well, if we let my son go with them, they'd fill his head with lies about her and only deepen the rift between our family.
No, you did that. You did that, wife. You being an asshole to your now fucking kid. You did that. Don't blame anyone else, but you got to take a long look in your mirror, sis.
Yeah, they don't have to fill his head with lies. He can see the truth in front of him.
Yeah.
Also, I thought you meant take him like permanently, but you meant take him on the trip.
On the trip.
Gotcha,
I mean, I would also suggest, please, the uncles take the kid permanently.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's fair. And then he was like, and I agreed. And I was like, holy shit. Like, what a piece of shit. But I understand now. Sorry.
Yeah, just the trip.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine in 3 years he'll do anything but leave.
Yeah.
Opie continues. She thought if we let my son go with them, they'd fill his head with lies about her and only deepen the rift between our family. Since this situation was causing her so much stress and she was pregnant at the time, I decided to decline their offer, which only made things worse.
You're such an asshole. Holy.
Eventually, after about 3 days, we finally sat down and talked. He said he was unhappy with the way she was treating him and often felt like she was trying to erase his mother's touch from the house. He felt like she was constantly criticizing him and that she didn't want him around. When I confronted my wife about this, she was offended. She said she wasn't trying to erase his mother, but simply adding her own touch to the space. And she wasn't criticizing him, simply parenting. Eventually,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not the parent.
You've been in his life for 2 years. Well, maybe longer, but yeah. So yeah, you should not be doing the whole parenting part of this.
Yeah. Eventually, my son accepted that he wouldn't be able to go on his trip, and he was noticeably bummed out about it. So his boyfriend and his friends spent his birthday at our house trying to cheer him up. A sweet gesture, but I don't think it worked. Over the last year, my wife had our baby, and now that my son's birthday is approaching, he's become more bitter and resentful over what happened last year. He spends more time away from home, he's been rude and disrespectful to his stepmother, and he has been seeing his therapist more frequently.
She was rude to him first.
Yeah.
Real.
I hate when people are like, you have to respect the adults, even though we don't respect you. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah. She was a piece of shit to him and cut off his only connection to it. Well, not his only connection, but like a big tradition that him and his mom used to do from him. And you expect him to be nice to her? Fuck
Yeah,
you.
dude. And then there's like, okay, the financial aspect part, like there's some nuances about that. Like that's understandable because there might be kids, but there was a solution.
Yeah.
There another a family member offered saying like, hey, that might be the case. Whatever.
Yeah.
We'll take him for his birthday, and they still said no.
That's why I know it wasn't a financial issue. It was
It's a control thing at this point.
Yeah.
So like there's no saving grace here. Like you're just an asshole.
Now that we've all adjusted to having a new baby and my son's birthday is approaching again, I'm thinking if I should resume the tradition of taking my son back to the museum. I think it would be a good idea to hopefully do some family bonding. Honestly, I'm feeling quite guilty about what happened last year. My wife does have her reservations for it, saying that it would only reward his bad behavior. I guess I'm making this update to not only inform the people of Reddit, but also to ask for a little advice on if this could be allowed. What should I do? I only want to be a better dad.
Tell her to stay her ass up. Tell her to stay fucking home. Like, obviously the dynamic is like much different because it's like a step kid, father situation, right? Like, let that, like, that's always going to be part of her life. Like his memory of her mom. Like,
yeah.
Stay the fuck home if you don't want to go to a museum. Who cares?
Oh, also, so no one yells at me, Reddit did declare asshole.
Yeah,
Good.
I figured, and they probably did the first time, and he didn't listen to that parenting advice. And so
Yeah, which brings us to the top comment, Josh. What a segue. I'm not a werewolf said, I only want to be a better dad, and then proceeds to make bad dad decisions even after internet people tell him not to.
Yes, that's what I mean. It's like, you don't want to. I don't know what you want. You want some confirmation that what you're doing is correct, but like everything you've done is a terrible father. I don't understand what you want us to say that's going to change your mind. Let him go on the trip with his uncles. You know what I mean? Like that's the solution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to go on the trip with you.
No, well, I mean, maybe he does, but like it doesn't sound like there's a way where you can go without your wife going, who's gonna shit on the trip the entire time. It sounds like. So if that's the case, let him go with someone he'll enjoy the trip with. You know what I mean? That has a connection to your late wife and his mother. Let that be a fun trip for him to enjoy being away from a toxic fucking family for a little bit.
And that was like the easiest solution from the very get-go. They have to make this shit so fucking complicated.
I know.
You know what? They're bigger assholes for fucking having this conundrum for no goddamn reason anyways. What are we doing here?
Literally.
Also, the fact that it's like a whole year has passed and he's just now being like, well, I'd like to make amends now. Like, I know you had the baby and everything to focus on, but like, you don't only have to help this kid on his birthday. Like, you
just because you're having a new child does not mean your current child gets excluded the rest of the time. You have to, allocate time properly and put in work. Rather than just not just the birthdays, the whole year. Holy.
Stop procreating if you can't even take care of your current goddamn kids, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have to, it sounds like.
Oh, Lord.
That kid is out of there in 3 years.
Oh, yeah. I
don't blame him.
Might not be. It might be sooner.
All right. The next story is coming from r/Am I the Asshole from Saint Gatsby. Well, cross-posted by Saint Gatsby. And it's titled, Am I the Asshole for Asking My Daughter Not to Celebrate Hanukkah this year?
Yes. I think it's crazy to ask them not to celebrate presumably their religion, if not their partner's religion. What the fuck? You can't do that.
Hanukkah is like a celebration, right?
It's a Jewish holiday.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
I've heard of it, but I don't know like the details of it. So I mean, yeah, I'm with Josh.
It's just a holiday, like it's
any
like
a
holiday.
Christmas. Yeah, it's like holiday
like
season.
version.
Like it's during that.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's their version. I don't know the exact details. I
know
like
the menorah. I know
there's a menorah. I know there's dreidels.
Very little details about it because it's never been a big part of my life. But like if that's what someone else celebrates, who am I to be like, hey, don't
celebrate that. Yeah,
yeah. All right. OP writes, I, 58 male, have 3 children. My daughter, Marie, 28, and my son, Frank, 25. They're both from my first wife. And I have a son, Chris, 7 male, with my new wife. All fake names. Now, I admit that Chris, our youngest, is a little spoiled and is used to getting his way. Marie got married 2 years ago and her husband is Jewish. She now celebrates Hanukkah with him and their son, John, 8-year-old male, and the rest of his family. John lives with them full-time as his mother is not in the picture, and they also come to see us for Christmas, which would be via Zoom this year. This was posted in good old 2020.
Okay,
cool.
Gotcha.
So we usually do the 4-gift rule when it comes to Christmas, since Chris tends to get stuff throughout the year. Well, he came home from school last week saying how a kid in his class is Jewish and he gets a present every night of Hanukkah, and how it wasn't fair that he was getting 8 presents and Chris only got 4.
Oh, this is going to be a story about parent your own fucking kid. Okay.
I pointed out that he got presents throughout the year and that I wasn't even sure if those 8 gifts were even that good. He started complaining that John was going to get 8 gifts and the 4 gifts that we get him.
Nice.
And Chris was only going to get 4 and whatever they got him.
Unbelievable.
I like these.
John gets more presents.
Yay.
I told Chris it didn't really matter, but I ended up having to send him to his room to calm him down. Well, I called Marie and asked if they could maybe skip Hanukkah gifts this year because it upset Chris so much knowing that John was going to have so many more gifts than him. She said, no, they had already bought all his gifts, and considering Chris wasn't even going to see what John gets, it shouldn't even be a big deal. I admit I got a little frustrated and said it wouldn't kill her to do something that could help her brother. She then told me that Chris was being a spoiled brat about gifts and it wouldn't be helping him to deny John his gifts that they spent time and energy picking out just so that Chris wouldn't throw a tantrum.
Yeah.
Wait, quick question. How old is Chris?
Chris is 7.
Oh.
John's
His
8.
nephew is 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Parent your child and teach them, hey, you don't even have to teach them a religion. Just be like, hey, sometimes people will get more than you. Sometimes they'll get less than you. Be happy with what you receive. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Teach them that lesson. That's so
Tell
fucking
them-
easy.
The way I'd be getting him like 8 presents and they'd be like a fucking fruit roll up or like a fucking carrot.
I'd be like, every time you complain, you're getting one less gift.
Yeah. I throw one of these gifts in the fire.
Yeah. They're just empty
It's like-
boxes, but
Hey kid, life sucks and then you die. Should be your advice for that little
that's
fucking
darker than I was going.
Oh, a great Vince McMahon quote. Life sucks and then you die.
then you
That
die.
guy is a real piece of shit, though.
Oh.
He is
I hate to give him
he is the
credit.
devil.
He is the devil incarnate. All right, back to the story. I lost my temper and said she wasn't even his real mom, so I wasn't sure why she was picking some kid she wasn't even related to over her own brother.
Holy shit.
Now, I regret saying that. She blew up, and the short of it is, I'm a terrible person. She has no interest in helping me further spoil Chris any more than he already is, and she will not be celebrating via Zoom with us this year and does not want to hear from me again anytime soon.
Understandable.
Yep.
Now, I shouldn't have said what I did. I admit that. But she hung up before I could even apologize. Now Mark, which I had to reread because I was like, who the fuck is Mark?
Who the fuck is Mark? Where did they come
Mark
from?
is not involved. I think he means Frank, his son, his 25-year-old.
He's getting his kids mixed up.
I think Mark might be Frank's real name, and he forgot to. I think he forgot to fake nameify it. So now Frank, aka Mark, is on my case saying that I need to stop babying Chris and that he wouldn't be seeing us either because if he or Marie had acted like Chris acts now, I would have punished them. Now I'm frustrated, and my wife says she understood my heart was in the right spot, but it's kind of unreasonable to ask them not to celebrate Hanukkah just because Chris felt slighted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think your heart was in the right spot.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think she's trying to be kind. I don't even think she thinks your heart was in the right spot.
She's right in the end, but yeah, I don't think your heart was there.
I don't really think it was so wrong to ask, but maybe it was unreasonable. I don't think my kid should be that angry at me, though. It was suggested I post here. So was I really such an asshole for this?
Yeah, you were.
Jesus Christ. Be a parent and yeah, just like we said before, teach your child, your youngest one, just be happy with what you get. You don't have to be jealous of other people because they're getting more.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks, but that's life. It's going to happen. So I don't know. It sounds like you're trying to, I don't know what you're trying to like parent your older kids.
But you'd refuse to parent your current kid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it sounds like you would have done this when they were younger. Sounds like you're just a lazy father now.
So Reddit deemed him asshole.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder why.
Mountain Ground Score Arm 7171 brings up an interesting point. They say OP is 58 years old, has a 7-year-old son, and a wife whose age he won't say.
Oh.
Okay.
Say it, Sean.
Didn't
Say it,
clock
Sean.
that. Well, we don't know.
Well, yeah, we don't know. I can't just yelling it out
You
without
can't be
knowing.
throwing it out willy-nilly.
Yeah. It lowers the value.
There are rules. Okay?
Yeah.
We don't know what they all are. But
Thank you for keeping me in check, Josh. I also don't know the rules, even though
There's
I
so
can
much
make
gray
them.
areas in this rule.
Yeah, it's not
Exactly.
black and white.
It's not.
But the world is gray, John, and we have to stay fluid. We have to stay flexible.
I'm not going to lie. When we started the story, I was like, this is going to be racist as shit. I was so ready. So I was slightly happy it wasn't quite that, but still
No, not
insane.
anti-Semitic, but we will get to racism later. You best believe it, Josh.
Damn it. Okay.
They need to teach this. They need to teach this kid a harsh lesson. Just fucking hide every single one of their presents. Be like scavenger hunt, bitch. You better find it.
I do like Josh's idea of burning empty wrapped boxes just to freak him the fuck out.
I know it's probably not a healthy parenting tip, but I thought
it's definitely
the idea was funny in my head.
But it's funny. Are we ready to move to the next one, boy?
Is this the racism one?
Not yet.
Spoilers. Now I know
Where
not
is
to
the
expect
racism?
racism.
The racism one is the last story of the day.
There you go.
All right.
All right. But this one, not racist. This one is coming from r/AIO from Writing Giraffe.
Oh.
There we go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So before we get started, trigger warning for possibly stalking. It's not explicitly said, but you get enough of the vibe.
Okay.
All right. This is a text exchange. So if any of y'all want to join me.
Sure. I'll hop in.
This one is titled, "Am I overreacting about these angry texts from my ex?"
Okay.
Before we start, Josh, you could be blue. Josh, any quick judgments before we start?
I'm gonna go with not overreacting.
Mm-hmm. Am I overreacting about these angry texts from my ex?
Given the trigger warning, I think it might be a slam dunk. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah. I'm going to go not the asshole or not overreacting. Sorry.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Unless this is the unhinged person that says, "Am I really in the wrong?" Of fucking,
that's
I'm
true.
gonna. It's the other way around.
They could have been the stalker, was what I was originally thinking. But the way you said that, I was like, okay, they're definitely not the stalker.
Okay, yeah. So my bad on spoiling it. Yeah. All right. I'll start. I'll be in the gray. Josh is in the blue.
All right.
Hi, Josh.
Hi. So sorry. Who is this?
It's me, your ex. Just wanted you to have my new number.
In parentheses, it says, I blocked his old one. We have not communicated in years.
Years?
I continue. So I have a few things of yours that I need to send. You were right. I did have your grad ring and a few other expensive pieces and your butterfly dress. Found them all in one of the boxes I've been hauling everywhere. Where should I mail all of it?
Ooh.
Don't worry about it. It's been almost a decade. So I wrote all that stuff off forever ago. Donate it or sell it. No worries. A decade.
So,
Bro,
to be honest with you, I stole it when you kicked me out. You were right. I could never bring myself to sell it because I have felt so guilty, and it's really messed me up mentally all of these years to have done that to you. Is it at all possible for me to get this all back to you? It would make me feel so relieved and like I'm finally moving on away from the person that I was.
Yeah, I've known you stole it, but I do appreciate your honesty. You can send it to insert family address of an office building I used to work at or something like that. It's very unclear, but yeah. So they put an address in there.
Yeah. Isn't that your family member's office?
Yeah, their mailroom. Address it to me and they'll let me know when it's there.
Sorry, that's sketchy to me. It's all really expensive stuff worth a lot. And this has been bothering me for years, so I feel weird sending it to a mailroom.
You're sketchy to me.
I agree. Okay, well then, like I said, please just donate it or sell it and donate the money and consider the matter closed. I'm just glad you were finally honest about it.
So is there not a home address I can send it to? Because I heard you moved. Could I just send it there?
Oh, yeah, sure, actually. Send it here. Insert address to a PO box.
You see, that's a PO box, though.
Yeah, but they'll take packages, even larger ones, and it shouldn't be too large anyway. Thanks.
Okay, but I just feel better sending it to a home address. It would feel safer and more final.
It's honestly probably safest sending it to the PO box. Smiley face.
I'd really feel so much better sending it to a home address. Did you not move?
If you don't want to send it to either address I gave you, I really have no problem not getting it back. If you want me to get it back for your own peace of mind, send it to either one of those addresses. Thanks.
Okay, to be honest, I was hoping I could also send you an apology letter too, and it has a lot of meaning. I'm so proud of you for all you have accomplished, and I feel bad for my past behavior. I know that getting out of your dad's house is a huge new life for you, and I care. I care guilt that I prevented.
I carry guilt, I think. Or
Probably.
something like that.
And I carry guilt that I prevented that. It would mean a lot to me symbolically to be able to send you this letter addressed to the new you in your new life. Not a P.O. box or a mailroom, but directly to the result of your hard work and creativity. It would mean a lot.
Okay, yeah. So I'll just be blunt then. I'm not giving you any info. I don't want you. I don't want to share that with you.
Well, okay. I know for a fact that you moved, and I'm really proud of you, and it would just symbolize so much to me to be able to congratulate you in a normal way and not send things to a PO or a mailroom. And it would be a huge part of my personal recovery to be able to do that. You see, my therapist encouraged me to ask you. It would be a big healing step for me and for my sobriety.
I guarantee you the fucking therapist did not say that. Also, sending things to a P.O. box or a mailroom
It's the same thing.
fucking normal. You
Normal
fucking
as
weirdo.
fuck.
It's very clear why you want the address, you creepy fuck.
Yes.
I'm really glad you're working on yourself, and I hope you continue to. I'm not giving you that info, though. I also highly doubt that your therapist would have told you to ask me for my address. Send things or don't to either of those other addresses. Your mental health and sobriety are your responsibility. I was being nice, but you've pushed it, and this conversation is over. X's name, you cannot be calling my family. This is harassment. Stop it. No one is giving you my address. I don't want you to have it, and you're validating exactly why I will never trust you. I've already contacted a lawyer and law enforcement. It's in your best interest now to stop.
We lived together. You can't erase the past. I just want your new address. And to be honest, I'm entitled to that. You're punishing me, and I have apologized so much for doing nothing. Show me this 1 ounce of trust, and I will never be your problem again.
Cap.
Cap. Huge cap.
Yeah.
Also entitled to fucking what, brother?
Yeah.
Nothing.
You were broken up a decade ago. You're not entitled to shit, you fucking
10
spineless piece of shit.
years.
I guarantee you're not working on your sobriety or mental health.
I feel like there's not a
No.
therapist here.
No.
Psycho continues.
Yeah.
You are being so ridiculous over this. Having someone's home address is not a crime. Everyone in my family has home addresses that can be Googled. It's freedom of information, but not for the spoiled, privileged Duchess.
Oh.
I live on the other side of the goddamn country. Not like I'm just going to swing by and ring your doorbell. But of course you don't give a shit about how much this means to me. You don't give a shit about anyone but yourself, and you never have. I have a fiance, if you even care.
Cap.
Not like
I'm calling cap on all of this.
fucking psycho.
This guy is too much.
Holy.
Not like I want anything with you, if that's what you think. Me and you were together for years. This is just what exes do. You don't get to shut me out. I need your information for so many potential reasons that could arise. This is so fucking irresponsible and careless on your part. You don't get to have special treatment. Again, this is all just fucking
I haven't responded at all.
zero
Oh my-
response to any of these. You don't get to have special treatment. I'm sorry. This is just what adults do when relationships end. You have to stay in touch to an extent.
No.
You
No, you don't.
Where
What
are
the
you getting this information
Unless
from?
you have children that you're sharing custody.
Yeah.
over.
You've gaslit me into thinking otherwise, but I have yet to witness one relationship where exes were not in each other's lives to an appropriate extent.
Here.
This
me.
one, motherfucker.
Many of my exes.
We weren't kindergarten playmates. I lived with you. Our lives are commingled, and you don't just get to opt out of that. That's not how adults have to act. You are in your fucking 30s. My little sister knows better than this. Stop being a little girl. You need to grow the fuck up. That's
Holy
the end of the
shit.
text. But before we get into that, there is added context that OP
there's
wrote.
so much
What other context do we need? This guy's a fucking Delulu crazy psycho of a person.
Before the context, not overreacting. I'm
No,
glad you
my
called law enforcement and a
God.
lawyer press charges because holy shit.
I will say this, the context will only upset you further.
Yeah, I figured.
OP writes, so almost a decade ago, my boyfriend and I had a very contentious breakup. We dated in college and were both in our early to mid 20s. We had so many problems with communication and he had a drug problem, but ultimately I ended it when I realized that I had never been physically attracted to him and could never bring myself to be. I tried to end things as amicably as possible, and I made the mistake of letting him draw out the breakup in an attempt to be kind. But then he refused to accept that things were over, and I had to kick him out of my house. Without going into too much detail, he behaved in ways that were coercive and aggressive in order to maintain contact with me after the breakup. I'd do what I could to minimize contact, but he'd act out in a way that forced it. He spun out when I found out I was dating my now husband. He spun out when I changed my name on social media, etc. This went on sporadically for years until it finally stopped. Or at least, he stopped successfully making contact about 5-ish years ago. So 5 years of harassment after the breakup.
Yeah.
Get some fucking...
None of this is helping me. Or
Get some real help, not the pretend help that you thought that you're getting, because you're not doing anything to make yourself better.
No,
my guy.
he's just lying.
He is.
Like, he's just
this is all cap.
Yeah, like it's all a lie. He doesn't have a fiance. He doesn't have a therapist. He's not working on sobriety. He's just a fucking crazy person who is trying to stalk his ex of 10 years ago.
Yeah.
When you were in your early to mid 20s. Like, get over it, dude. Holy fuck.
Then a few days ago, he texted me from a new number. I had had his old one blocked, telling me that he had some of my stuff he wanted to send back to me. I was initially kind in my response, basically out of fear, because in the past, immediately ignoring or dismissing him would instigate a huge blow up in one way or another, and he knows the home addresses of some of my family members. But when he admitted that he had stolen it, I was pleasantly surprised. I'd always known he'd stolen it, and I'd asked for him to please send it back many times after we first broke up, but he's always denied it and been absolutely furious at my quote-unquote cruel accusations. So for him to admit that he stole it made me feel that maybe he was truly in the process of trying to better himself, and I thought that I could cooperate with that as a fellow human being and let him have that closure. I gave him the address of a family member's office building mailroom that was previously known to him as a good place to send those types of things. As y'all can see, he did not like that option. I could somewhat understand that since a number of people do have access to that mailroom, so I decided to give him a PO box that my mom and I use for her business. And that's about when he started to spin out. Now, I feel like this whole thing was a ploy just to get my new address. I don't even know how he knows that I moved or when he found out. I moved a while ago and didn't post about it anywhere. But
yeah,
there's
him knowing that is already
huge
a red flag.
Like,
Yeah, huge.
I know for a fact you moved.
Yeah, that's because he's been by that place then that you used to live.
Yeah. Oh, good point.
So
He probably don't even he don't live halfway across the country.
No,
He's-
definitely
he's-
not.
He's there.
I almost guarantee like 80% of the stuff he said false.
Fake.
Like, it's just
Fake.
It's just not true. He's just a liar to get whatever information he can out of you.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no way in hell I'm going to give him that info. When I told him definitively that he would not be getting that information, he started to nonstop call/message all of my family and friends whose numbers he had /numbers he could find and demand that they give it to him.
This is some baby reindeer shit, bro. Like, oh my God, this guy is wild.
Yeah.
That's what my last message is in reference to. As you can see, he went on a diatribe about how I'm crazy to not share my info with him and that it's a normal thing for exes to stay in touch. And a few of my family members have now told me that, quote, he has a point.
No, fuck you.
Oh, God. What is up with Reddit families, man?
Holy shit.
Oh.
Also, who?
This was the part where I was like, this is going to be the one that fucking pulls the
What?
trigger.
It's just so stupid. They haven't been together for 10 years. in what way does he need to ever know your address?
Yeah, when he's like, for any of the many potential reasons that I would
There's
need
no-
it, there's zero
potential reasons.
There's zero potential reasons that you would need that.
Cut out of their lives for a goddamn reason. There's
Yeah.
no reason to even keep in contact anymore.
And again, this is pretty young relationship, early 20s. Like, it's one thing if maybe you were married for 20 years and you're each other's emergency contact. Sure, that's one thing. But this is like, you have no connection. You haven't had connection for 10 years. And it's like, get the fuck over yourself. There's no reason you should need her address.
Some of these family members are making me want to fucking crash out like crazy right
Yeah,
now.
it's just insane.
What the hell?
Every time we hear that, I'm like, oh man, this is why the world sucks. Those
Yeah.
people.
Those same family members have now said that I'm being a little entitled to think that I can totally shut a person out of my life, and that is not really a normal expectation to have with an ex.
And you don't think they're being entitled for wanting access to your information?
Demanding it from
Demanding.
family members.
Harassing family members
Right.
to get shit. What? What?
I'm going no contact with those family members because
Yes.
I also don't trust them with my information now.
Because if anything, I'd be like, if they were trying this hard and annoying my ass, I'm like, well, they're obviously dangerous, right? Like, what do we, what
Exactly.
in what world are you like, well, he kind of has a point.
If someone randomly messages me and is like, hey, what's your friend's address or whatever, like, or some random person I barely know or whatever messages me and is like, hey, what's your best friend's address? I'm texting or calling my friend and being like, hey, are you cool with me sharing your address? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way I'm just giving that away.
But my OP continues. But my thing is that we were never married, never even engaged. We have no kids. The pets are mine. We don't have any shared assets, and we don't have anything that is shared. I let him keep texting with no response from me in case he said anything that was criminally actionable, because I was planning to report this to the police.
Do it anyway.
He's also started making burner numbers to call repeatedly. But several of my family members kind of sat me down and told me that I was overreacting to this whole
Boy,
thing.
if you don't get... Line them all up. Firing squad. Every single one of these goddamn family members.
They said if I go to the police, then I will be the one escalating the situation and that
No.
I'd be provoking him when all he's doing is actually just venting his frustrations via text. And that ultimately this is a silly and harmless situation that should be ignored. They agree that obviously I shouldn't give him my address, but they say that he's just texting/calling and to ignore it until he gets it out of his system. All of the family members who he called said that they don't want to deal with the cops asking them questions about the situation, and everyone, except me and my husband, general consensus is that I should just ignore it totally and do nothing, and that I'm overreacting to this whole thing. I'm not sure what to do here. I don't feel like I'm overreacting, but I also don't want to regret making things worse by doing anything too drastic.
None of this is too drastic.
Cut off all of those family members because
Seriously.
they are the people to blame the victim. Holy shit. This is insane. That's insane to me that's someone who's experienced stalking issues. Like I've talked in the past. I can't imagine me telling my family members or my friends like what's happened and them just blaming me. What toxic, shitty people do you have in your life that they blame you for an obsessed, creepy fuck like coming after you, trying to find out where you live? For what purpose? Like, I cut them all off. Cut them all off. Move and then never tell them your address or talk to them again because, they're one quick text from letting him know exactly where you live. Man.
I find it ironic that every single one of these family members suggesting that OP is entitled, for one, can't be bothered to have like their, relatives back for potentially like criminal behavior from this fucking stalker. They can't be bothered for fucking protecting her information from a fucking crazy ass person that hasn't been part of their life for the past fucking 10 years. And to put them in constant danger like that, saying like, oh, just talk to them. Maybe they need someone to vent to that. Go to a fucking professional, vent that shit out to someone who gives a damn. Obviously, OP here is like, dude, I don't want to put myself in this situation. But then every single one of your family is asking you to put yourself in harm's way and they can't be bothered. Every single one of these fucking people are pissing me off, dude.
It's
What
so
is going
selfish.
on?
Like, I don't want to be slightly inconvenienced to do a police report because my, family member is being harassed and stalked. Like,
Yeah, but you go ahead and entertain the person that's bothering you.
What
Do
the
that.
fuck?
So that way we can't be bothered. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Man.
One of the top comments here, also Reddit. They don't really come to a consensus.
No,
on
I mean,
am
it's
I
it should
overreacting?
be obvious.
But everyone says not overreacting. All the
Yeah.
top comments are saying not overreacting. And one of those comments says, I mean this in the best possible way. Those family members of yours are idiots with their own stuff to hide from the cops.
Yeah.
You're not overreacting. This is where true crime podcasts and Lifetime movies come from. You
Mhm.
know this. Trust yourself.
Like, these family members are stalkers, I imagine. They have
Yeah.
tormented their own exes. That's all I'm thinking about. Like,
Either that or other crimes that they're just scared of. But even if you're like, well, I don't want to talk to the cops, that doesn't explain the, well, he has a point. There's 0 points.
Right.
Yeah. So maybe
even
you're
if you don't want to talk to the cops, you don't have to. You don't have to. You could just be like, hey, I support you. You're doing the right thing by, pressing charges. Just don't put my name on like any police report. And that's fine. That's fine. You can just request that if that's truly your issue. That's why I'm like, these people are morally corrupt. It's not they don't want to talk to the police thing. It's beyond that.
I condone violence for some people.
I almost can't wait for the racism story because that one made me so angry.
Well, here we go. Racist story. Let's end it, boys.
Holy.
This one is coming from r/am I overreacting, cross-posted by Fruit Bat Girl. And it's titled, Am I overreacting at my boyfriend for his behavior when meeting my parents? Plus an update.
Oh, no.
No.
No. Oh, man.
OP writes, I, 19 female, am a college student dating a man. We'll call him Martin, 20 male.
White.
What? Yeah.
The whitest name ever.
Well, what about Martin from the 90s?
Yeah, the show. There is a show.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That
You're
is
right.
true.
Never mind. I take it back.
But I guess like a current day Martin does feel a little white.
That dude looks like me.
Martin and I got together last year. He had nowhere to go for Thanksgiving, so we went to my parents' house together. There was a bit of complication with travel, so we left about a week ago and only got back 4 days ago. Everything was fine when we left for the airport, got on the plane, during the flight, and even when we landed. But when he saw my dad's at the airport, he got really weird and quiet. Important context, I have 2 dads. My dad, 46 male, and my appa, 44 male.
If you didn't tell me this was a racist story, I would have immediately assumed homophobic.
Yeah.
It could be both.
It
What
could
a
be both.
surprise. It could be both.
Could be both. They had me using a surrogate who is essentially my aunt and a close friend of theirs. Biologically, I'm related to my appa, but they're both my fathers. He shook their hands and said hello and introduced himself, but he was really quiet during the car ride home and quiet during dinner until we went to bed. Then he straight up confronted me and asked in an accusatory tone why I didn't tell him that I had 2 dads. Now, I know for a fact that I have told him I had 2 dads. In casual conversation, I tend to tactfully avoid which dad I'm talking about because when you're the daughter of 2 gay dads, people tend to treat you like some sort of zoo animal.
Mm.
But I've made it clear to him that I have 1 dad and 1 appa. It's possible that he didn't know appa meant dad since it's a Korean word and Martin is white. You guessed it.
I mean, it's not that hard to guess.
Yeah.
We got into a bit of a small tiff about it, and I promised him that I did tell him, but I didn't know why it mattered. He just huffed and said he needed a little time to think and went to bed without saying goodnight. Then the next morning, we had the big Thanksgiving meal several weeks after Thanksgiving, and he was similarly quiet. I tried to include him in conversation, but he just sat there pushing his food around. which I know upset my appa since he is very proud of his cooking. After dinner, my appa, I think it's appa. Was it? I don't know Korean. My apologies.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Same.
Josh?
Oh, yeah, it's the first one.
I just didn't know if any of the three of us watched Korean dramas.
I mean, Kim's
imagine.
Convenience was based in Toronto, Josh. So, like, come on, you got it.
I haven't watched that.
Damn it.
I haven't watched it either, but I've heard it's good.
I have also heard it's good. I have no idea what that'd be on.
It was on Netflix for a while.
It was
I
on
don't know if
Netflix
it's
for a
still
while.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, anyways, after dinner, my appa asked him to help clear the table. Any Korean listeners out there, please let me know how badly I'm doing this and let me know how to do it correctly. Yeah, I've said it 3 or 4 different ways. Just hopefully one of them is right.
One of them sounds like the Airbender, you know?
Yeah,
True.
I know. To help clear the table and set out dessert, and he flat out said no. I'm going outside for a smoke, and he went outside.
Disrespect.
I apologized for him and said I had no idea why he was acting this way. After half an hour, he still hadn't come back in, so I went outside to check on him. He was gone. I called him and he said that he couldn't stay there and that he was getting a hotel for the night and to bring his bag to the airport tomorrow when we left. I asked him what I had done wrong, and he said he, quote, didn't want to talk about it here, and he hung up on me. I went inside, updated my dads, and they were very sweet, of course. We curled up on the couch and watched Christmas movies before I went to bed. When I got to the airport in the morning, Martin wouldn't say 2 words to me and just kept saying, we'll talk about it later. It's now been 3 days and he still hasn't texted or called me back since we left the airport back home. I guess he didn't want to talk about it. So am I overreacting for wanting to break up over this when I don't know if I've done anything wrong or not? I know he's not homophobic, as his brother and his best friend are both gay and he's fine with them. But part of me doesn't even know why he's pissed off, and I feel like I have a duty to hear him out. This is my first serious relationship and I don't want it to end over something stupid.
Well, I just know the update's going to have the racist part. So that's the part I was waiting for.
Yeah. I mean, not overreacting for wanting to break up, because I mean, just the disrespect and the lack of communication alone is like grounds for a breakup, especially like, you know, you've been dating for however long, not very long. So yeah, it's like crazy not for him to express what the discomfort is. Obviously, it's going to be heinous, I can imagine. I mean, if the other stuff wasn't said, I would have assumed homophobic piece of shit, Martin. I guess we're getting racist, Martin. So
also, like, damn, first impression meeting your parents and he's acting assholey like this. Of course, they're not gonna fucking like his ass. So, and I don't blame them whatsoever. It's like, damn. They're being graceful hosts, and you got to be here being an asshole about it. So yeah, if someone acted like that, like, you know, when I'm introducing them to my parents, the way I would be like, get out.
Yeah, this isn't going to work unless my parents said something heinous towards you, or
which
did
then
something.
I would fucking call my parents out for it. But this wasn't the case. Yeah.
As far as we know, nothing of that sort has happened. So,
all right, here we go. John, would you like to click on the link I sent you?
All right, let's
chat?
do this.
A link.
You will be blue. I'll be white.
Wait a second.
I know. I really hate myself.
All right, let's go.
Look, OP, I'll be honest. Whenever I imagine going to meet your parents, I imagine you had a black dad and an Asian mom. I never heard you talk about having 2 dads, and it was really disappointing.
What? I don't think he's cool with his brother and friend. Shit.
No, I don't think so either. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Also, I did tell you. Maybe I didn't sit you down and sound out each word, but I know I've called my appa he in front of you. Where is all this coming from?
Well, you just never told me. I have no memory of you telling me, so it doesn't matter anyways.
I don't remember, so you didn't tell me.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, OP said, if you didn't remember what I told you, then it's not my fault.
Look, this doesn't have to be a big deal. Do you know your birth mother?
What does she have to do with anything?
I want to meet her.
The birth mother who was just a surrogate?
Yes.
Who has zero, responsibility over her after she was born?
Yes.
This is an insane take.
Okay, why?
To see what you'll look like when you're older. Because now I have no idea if you're going to be as attractive when you get to be in your 40s.
Oh my God.
Here's the racist part, brothers. I know Asians usually stay hot when they get older, but you never know.
What the fuck?
Martin, just because you probably look like you fucking sunburnt looking ass. Ooh, this is pissing me.
So not only racism, but just straight up misogyny.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're only worth something to me if you're attractive.
You're still hot in your 40s.
What the fuck? That's
Bitch, you're probably like
crazy.
20-something looking like a 62-year-old bucket. I'm not going there.
Man.
What the fuck is your problem? Did you hit your head on the plane ride over?
Also, I will say, white guys who smoke don't age well.
Leathery.
We're really projecting here, Martin.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it looked like you fucking GT gym tan
man.
laundry all day long.
Oh,
I don't know why you're acting like this. It doesn't have to be a big fucking deal. Jesus. Wouldn't you want to know if I was hot later?
Actually, no. I don't give a shit what you look like because we're done. Fuck off.
Yeah. So that's the update, essentially.
holy fuck.
Oh.
Fuck that guy. I didn't expect that at all. That was crazy. Yeah.
Fucking Martin, dude.
Man, not only racist, misogynistic. I'm glad you found out this early in the relationship because holy shit. That's
I'm fucking
crazy.
Flag redder than his neck right now. What the hell?
If anything, it's a good test to see how much of a piece of shit you're dating. So, yeah,
Yo.
message your dads and tell them how much you appreciate them.
Like, hey, can you every single one of them, can you meet my potential boyfriend, see if they're like display any red
Homophobic, racist, misogynist. We got it all right
We got
here,
it
baby.
all right there with Martin.
This guy's a catch.
Oh, man.
Calico Gray 72 says, this is terrible, but also hilarious. Imagine typing all of that out and not feeling like a cartoon villain.
Yeah.
Congrats on dumping him.
It's not a big deal. Jesus Christ. Wouldn't you want to know if I was hot when I'm older, bitch?
Brother,
Yeah.
like, I don't understand people who like, it's like, if you find your partner attractive, you'll find them attractive forever.
Yeah.
I'm bricked up for the rest of my life. What
Right.
are we talking about here?
God damn.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for, and everyone, thank you for listening to another episode. Yeah, I really
You're
bungled
killing this
that one.
outro, man.
Yeah, I forget how to end these, if I'm being quite honest. Before we end the episode completely, J&J, anything to say to the Wikimaniacs?
RedOnWikishop.com. RedOnWikishop.com. Half of the profits for this month, I had it pulled up. It's going to go towards American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I don't have much else to say other than subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network.
Yeah, and if you could forgot what I said in the beginning of the episode,
Yeah.
fucking replay that shit because I'm not fucking joking.
You want me just to insert it here?
Yeah, play it again right now,
Okay.
Josh.
Should I just turn it into an ad and we can dynamically insert that into
I
every
like
episode?
it.
That would be hilarious.
I like it. People might actually think I'm angry.
They're like, oh, it's time for an ad. And then it's just Sean yelling at them.
Hey! Oh, shit. Just kidding, guys. We appreciate any support, even the free tier. We love it. So thank you guys for continuing to support us. Another year, 2026. I'm talking like this is the first episode of 2026. It's not. It's not. But it's the first episode we've recorded.
Yeah.
So happy to be back another year with my boys and with y'all. So thank
Let's
you,
go.
Wikimaniacs. See ya on Monday. Or Sunday.
We're coming. 2026. Them young boys. We're
Nope.
coming.
Oh, no.
Bye.
Therapy.